What up? It's the Hype Word here, giving you another video. Basically, today I'm going to be talking about my Mustang GT. I don't know if you guys see my previous videos on it. I really didn't do much since I got this car. I bought it about 3 months ago. It's just been sitting for 3 months. Bought it from Hialeah, Miami, off a guy who owned a ranch. And basically, he was going to give it to his son. But like, his son basically wanted, instead he bought his son, I think like a Mercedes or a Subaru or something. I can't remember, but... and his son couldn't drive stick shift. He didn't want to learn. So I was just like, hey, you know, his loss, my gain. Anyway, before you guys even start, I know there's going to be like a lot of negative in comments or whatever. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody's taste is different. Personally, I've always loved these cars, man. You know, it's kind of like the black sheep out of all the Mustangs, but I like this car. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You know, hey, let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think I should do with this car, man. Should I make it into a drift project? Or I don't know, whatnot. I mean, I initially bought it as a daily backup. It's always good to have multiple cars. Like I was telling you guys, like I have multiple cars right there. That's my van. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. Of course, my S13. That's over there. And I have an S14 that's in my friend's garage. But anyway, I bought this Mustang GT. Its car is really healthy. Oh my God. The guy I bought this car from, I think he was selling it for like $1,300 and just trying to just get rid of it. I have all the paperwork. The motor is actually off of a newer Mustang. It has like 7,000 on it since he swapped it in. It was a rebuilt motor from a newer Mustang swapped in here with like barely 7,000 miles on it. I mean, you can look at the motor bay. It's really healthy. It has a K&N intake, stock box, all that stuff. It's a 4.6. I wish it was a 5.0. I know, but I don't care. As long as it's a V8, I'm happy. I love that gurgling V8 sound. You know, I love tuner cars, but that V8 sound is just sexy. You cannot deny its greatness. Yeah, I know this is a Honda battery. That's why the hood's not closing all the way. I brought it from my roommate. It's hers, but I'm just using it so I can show you guys the car. Basically, like, it came with its own battery. I'll show you guys back here. Like, it came with its own battery, but it's like this, like, no sticker. It's an interstate battery, I know that for a fact, but like, basically, like, the sticker's all messed up. It's not even present. And I was just like, dude, this battery, I could tell it's not healthy. I had it tested. It was like having trouble trying to like hook up to the positive negative terminals. A lot of BS. I was just like, so I told the guy, like, hey, man, I need to knock off some money. So he knocked off $100 for the battery, and he also knocked off $100 for the top. Here's the top. It's a soft top. I know what you guys thinking. Convertibles are whack. It's all good. I've never liked convertibles, I'm going to be honest with you, but ever since I started seeing people sliding around S2000s, Verts, whatever, the Miata Verts, the S13 Verts, whatever, and various Corvettes, I'm like, dude, it would be kind of dope to have a Corvette, man. It's just like, you know, your hair blowing in your wind, you know, of course I got dreads, and just like, you know, as long as it's tastefully done, you know, like a little back roll cage or something, or just slammed on coils, you know, because like, that's my next thing I want to do to this car is like, slam it on some coils, man. I'm sitting on 17x9 Cobra wheels right now, I believe that's what they are, and man, once I slam this car, it's gonna look pretty sick. It came with these like, it's like smoked out headlights, whatever. I'm gonna have them redone though. Pretty easy job. And like one of the gripes of the car, besides a shitty battery, but the guy knocked off like $200, so the car ended up being like $1,200, I believe, and I bought it. Good deal. So like, it came with this, like, I basically had to make this little hook thing to open the hood. The latch is not perfect, but it's cool because like, my other roommate, he left a minute ago, so, or a while ago, whatever. But if he was here, on the next video I'll show you whenever he shows up. We did like a hood pin like upgrade to his car or whatever, and it's awesome. It's like 12 bucks auto parts. There's different various ones you could buy. We went with the standard one, and what it does is it basically, if you have a hood latch, like he bought his '01 Civic, like it's a stick shift, and he bought it without like, he bought it with like a broken like hood latch. It was kind of lifting and stuff when he drove, so he didn't want to take the risk, obviously. And we basically like, we put the hood pin, aftermarket hood pins on it. It works like a champ. The hood stays down even better than factory, and it gives it like a badass look. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be doing the same thing to this car, because like, I can't really show you guys, the Honda battery's like in the way, but like the hood doesn't close down fully. It closes down securely, but not fully. There's gappage, and you know, I don't, just like my action figures, I don't like gappage. But anyways, basically, like, I cleaned the motor bay. It was already in good shape. I just cleaned it, whatever. I had that posted on one of the videos on how to do it. Anyway, there's a soft top. It leaks. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, my reviews are honest. It does leak. It only leaks in one spot though, even though it has like 1,000 rips. And the one spot is back here behind the driver's seat. And I basically like monitor it. Even though I haven't drove this car in like 3 months, I do monitor it and everything. And I like, I didn't have the chance to order a top yet. Just I'm doing so many other things, but I want to go ahead and order a top. They're like 170, 180, depending on which one you buy. And you could choose the plastic or the glass back, like right here. So I'm gonna definitely replace that. But other than that, this car will be good to go. A new soft top and some coils. Also, actually I'm not gonna get into that yet. It's like slash back here. Surprisingly, this part doesn't leak, but like there's a hole right there. I don't know if you see that part is the one that's leaking. But yeah, dude, here's the back glass. It has like this Georgia Bulldog sticker. I don't know. Now here's a funny story. When I bought this car, it came with the rice lights. A lot of these cars, for some reason, have rice lights. I don't know. They don't come like that at the factory, obviously. So instead of getting the horizontals, since it's a 96, I'm assuming the 94, 95s, the 5.0, basically had the horizontal lights. I wanted to get the vertical ones because I think they look badass, and they were the ones I saw at the junkyard. And I just strapped them on, so it looks pretty sick, whatever. And obviously the Mustang GT sticker, the freaking emblem on the bumper, and the dual pipes, which I love. They're actually like chrome and they're really clean, so I love that dual pipe. But yeah, this is pretty much how the car sits. I'm gonna take you guys into the interior real quick. Interior is actually pretty clean. My main focus is the door panels, the PVC leather, whatever that you call it. It's in good shape. The mock speakers that it comes with, I don't know if I'm saying that right, sound really good. Yeah, the dash, unlike the 240SX, these dashes are not cracked, and you know, it's pretty clean. You know, it even has a stock factory radio. Everything works. I showed this on a separate video, I believe, but like, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a Mustang GT. It's like it's from a company called Shifters. I'd highly recommend them. This thing has a great like feel to it, great weight to it. It has it's like this fluorescent pearl, feels good, and it has like this old school nostalgic muscle car feel to it. It says GT right here in the front, and all the numbers here. I like it. It's a good replacement to the dusted OEM one, and it matches the car, black and white. The roof or the interior roofing is actually in really good condition. It's like a little spot back there. I don't know if you guys, the camera's picking that up, but basically, I'm sorry about that. I can't focus on it. But like basically, like that's where it's leaking. I have the leather black seats for this car I got from the junkyard, but I haven't put them in yet. The front seats are the passenger seat's in good condition. The driver's seat has like a nasty tear in it. I don't care because like I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this car. It is a stick shift, obviously. You know, I only ride stick. But yeah, that's pretty much the exterior. A couple dents and dings here, but overall it's pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? You already know twisted shifters. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this top with like a black top. That's a soft black top. So these Mustangs did come with a hard top option, whatever, like the S2000s do, and the Miatas do, but they're extremely rare and extremely raping. So that's not gonna happen. This hood did not come like that. Surprisingly, these stock hoods are actually pretty light. They almost feel like carbon fiber-ish, but whatever, or ABS plastic. But anyway, I painted all these accents. I painted this line here, pretty easy. The hood scoop, whatever, it came with it. I didn't touch that. I left it there because it's whatever. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me close the hood here. Well, let me go ahead and plug the battery up. And then I'm going to close the hood here and show you guys that everything pretty much works and Hashi pearls. I haven't turned this car on in like 3 months, but I'm going to turn it on for you guys today. But yeah, that's how she sits. Like I said, man, I'm going to slam this thing on some coils. There's a guy on YouTube called Dirt Bike Boy. He inspired me. Check him out. He has an old video. I don't think he owns the car anymore, but it's I think he started off as red, and then He basically plasti dipped it blue, I believe. Dope ass car. Just it just motivated me to drive these cars. Get in here. As you can see, there's like a fucking nasty tear, but I don't care. And that brings me to my next subject, man. You know, I love these cars because, just like I said, man, just, you know, drifting is not a lot to it. And what I mean by that is cars, man. Everybody's so concerned about cars. Oh, you have to have a 240, you have to have a tuner car. You know, the tuner car market, I love tuner cars, don't get me wrong, but like the tuner car market is so like it's so infected, man. Just, you know, all those Fast and Idiot movies, and, you know, let me not say that, because there's people out there that actually like those movies. Those movies did two things. It caused a lot of people to rice out their cars thinking that's cool, but it also put higher price on these tuner cars. I know back in the day, tuner cars, as far as I know, at least down here in Florida, they weren't really that expensive. Now you got busted up 240s with like molested wiring harness for like 4 stack. You know what I'm saying? Stock. So, you know, this man, that's what I love about the. Honestly, if the 240SX, my favorite dream car, next did that in the Mustang GT, the Mustangs, whatever. If it wasn't for the 240SX existing, this would be my main car, dude. Straight up, because like. The thing that's great about these Mustangs, just hear me out, you know what I'm saying? I know there's people out there, oh, you Mustang fag, and all this, you know, the bad stuff that Mustang owners get, whatever. But anyway, I like these cars, man. They come dime a dozen. Just think about it. When you go to the junkyards, well, down here, the main junkyard is You Pull It in Recanol, M&L Recanol. And basically, when you go into these junkyards, the American cars are barely touched, all right? Barely touched. The tuner cars, dude, the last time I seen a 240 was like 2 years ago. And when I came back for the next day to get some more parts off it, somebody bought the entire freaking shell. You know, that goes for Civics, 240s, all that stuff. RX-7s, you can forget it. You know, whereas in these SN95 Mustangs, these Mustangs in general, man, from everything from the damn hood all the way down to the interior pieces, the freaking motor for the soft tops, they're all there, man. And these cars, they interchange with parts on older and newer Mustangs, depending, you know. But I love these cars, man. They have pretty good power. I believe the GT, this version of the GT comes with like 220 horsepower stock, I believe. I could be wrong. And, you know, you can slide single cams S13s with some skill and some coils and a LSD or even an open diff. I've seen it done. You guys seen all the videos. So there's no point, there's no difference where you can slide this, okay? I seen a video. I don't know. I believe they check it out. It's called the people are called Upslide Down, and it's a black Datsun drifting in tandem with a Mustang 95, exactly like this one. I'm not sure if it's a V6 or V8, but anyway, man, it's just beautiful. It's art. It's nice to see that diversity grow, and because that's all it's about, man. It doesn't matter if you drive a Volkswagen Beetle or a freaking Skyline. If your car's tastefully done and you have a good heart, man, and you just really appreciate cars, everybody should be respected. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with the community. It's growing, but there's a lot of negativity in it. People saying, oh, you're a Honda fag, and, you know, I know a lot of Honda boys ruin it for the community. Same thing with every other car. You know, I've heard Mustang drivers get cracked on, Corvette drivers, oh, you bought this car, but you bought no skills. There's a lot of negativity out there, and, you know, a lot of it needs to be squashed, man. You know, cars are a beautiful piece of art that we gotta take into consideration, man. But anyhow, going back to drifting, man. You know, even though these Mustangs, a lot of them have live axles. Not all of them. Most of them do have live axles, man. But I'm telling you, they can drift. Check out that Upside Down video or some others, man. They can drift really wonderfully, man. They come with pretty good power. They come with a lot of torque. Good amount of torque. I mean, like I said, single cam S13s could slide. There's no reason why this car can't slide. Yes, it's heavier, but it still can. You know, and like I said, you know, slam a car on some coils, you know, get an LSD or weld your diff or even drift on an open diff. It's possible too. Transitions are going to be sloppier. Cars going to be less predictable, but it can be done. I've seen some guys do it disgustingly seamlessly, like without even trying. Just look around on the YouTube. But anyway, like I said, I love these cars, man. They're one of my favorites, dream cars out there, and they do the job. But anywho, I'm using one hand. I don't have a mount in here. I do, but I'm not gonna bring it out just cause I don't feel like it right now. But I love you viewers. Once again, I'm gonna take it for a short little drive, and you can hear the motor and everything, and see everything works. But anyway, like I said, yo, I'm gonna let me know down in the comments what should I do to this car. Make it a street car / daily or drift it only, you know, missile it out, whatever. I don't really believe in drift missiles, and if I do that, the car's going to be a clean drift missile, man. Got to have some pride in your cars, man. Not bashing on guys who have drift missiles. I just feel like all cars should be appreciated, you know, at least to an extent. Anyways, let me show you that everything works. But let me plug it in here. How to get whenever you get a car, always get a copy made. I went ahead and got a copy made. Unfortunately, this freaking car has an electronic chip in it, so the key was more money than like $2. Like I would pay for a 240 key. This key was like $70, which ain't bad. There's other guys out there with chip keys that cost like $200-300. So I got this done for $70 and it works. Starts the car and all. So funny thing is, you have to have the e-brake up to get the what you call it. I guess it's a safety precaution to get the convertible top down. But anyway, pop the latches here. That's how you get it down. Help it out a little bit. Yeah, and so there's this button switch here. Alright, as you can see, it works. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Battery's low. Hopefully, I charge it for like 5 minutes. Hopefully, I can get this footage going again. Oh, let's start the car up. Neutral, e-brake up, clutch down. There you go. She starts right up, man. Listen to that motor purr. That's 3 months of sitting down, so let you guys listen to that motor or that exhaust, whatever. Home tips. I don't know if the camera's picking up that sound, but that's what it sounds like. Pretty healthy, like I said. All right, let's take it for a spin, man. I'm doing this with one hand, so I apologize. Rev it up for you guys. Let's take it out for the spin. Yep. As you can see and hear, the car is pretty smooth. Can't wait to slam this thing, man. Right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm doing this with one hand. Well, yep, that's pretty much it, guys. As you hear it, you don't even really hear it. It's a neutral, man. It just sounds amazing. Healthy engine. Like I said, these cars are good cars, man. And the best thing about them, unlike 240s and other tuner cars, you know, these American muscle cars, mainly this year, this one in the SN 197s and pretty much most things in general, these cars are a dime a dozen, man. You crash one into a wall, there's a million more to replace it. They're super cheap, and every time, at least that I've looked online for them on Craigslist or wherever, they're dirt cheap. They have their AC, none of the components have been molested. The wiring harness, nothing's been freaking like, you know, resoldered and soldered here, and like the fuse is missing. None of that. You know what you get with like tuner cars here, which is amazing because it doesn't just make having these cars much more less headachy. It's not even a word, but at the same time, if you're trying to use these cars for any application, I mean, let's say if you're using this car for drifting, which I might do in the future, like, I have no worries because there's tons of aftermarket support, not as much as a tuner's obviously, but enough. And on top of that, I mean, honestly, when you're going drifting, you just need some coils, and you know what I'm saying, or a welded diff, and you're good to go. And this car has plenty of torque and power to swing around the corners. But anyway, like I said, these cars come dime a dozen, so if you guys, you know, I mean, if you guys are like ever wondering about like, oh, maybe should I drift this car? I don't want to look like an idiot or this and that. Well, don't, man. First of all, man, never follow the media. you know, do your own thing, man. Make it your own. On top of that, I love all cars, European, Japanese, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, these cars come dime a dozen. There's tons of them at the junkyard in case you break something, and the motors go for dirt cheap. I mean, I think this is the same motor that comes out of the police interceptors and whatnot, and Mercuries. Like, these cars are everywhere, dude. So like I said, you always have donor parts, donor cars, everything. It's a good platform in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, more videos coming. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this car and what should I do. Should I get coilovers? Whatever, I don't know. Stay hyped up. Yeah!